Nigeria's World Cup dream is alive again. After South Africa point deduction, now it's all down to Lesotho. And in this video, we'll break down why this clash is a must-win for Super Eagles and reveal our predicted 11 for the game. But before we dive into it, you know the vibe. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. But if you have been following me for a while, you know the drills. We're on the road to 10k subscribers. So like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into it. You know, sometimes football tests your patience. And for us Nigerians, this 2026 World Cup qualifying campaign has done exactly that. After the CAF sanction on South Africa for fielding an ineligible player, our world just split wide open. A little crack of hope where there is none before. Nigeria now sits third in the Group C, level points with Rwanda, but still 3 points behind Benin Republic and South Africa, both sitting on 14 points. 2 games left, and only one team qualifies directly. That's simple and that's brutal. Let's not sugarcoat it, this is a must-win clash. The upcoming game against Lesotho isn't just another qualifier, it's survival. We need to beat Lesotho and then Benin Republic, nothing less. Because anything short of 6 points, we can kiss our World Cup dream goodbye. Unless Benin and South Africa collapse spectacularly. Even finishing second doesn't guarantee anything. The playoff are stacked with heavyweights from other groups. So yeah, it's all or nothing from here. And honestly, we shouldn't have come to this. The campaign has been disjointed, sluggish, and frustrating to watch. We all remember that Lesotho draw back in November 2023, 1-1 at home. And let's be real, the result was embarrassing. A team packed with stars from Europe struggling against Lesotho. That one hurt. It felt like a punch in the guts for all of us bleeding green and white. Even Brian Ideye couldn't hide his frustration. He said it straight. It's not in our hands anymore. We just have to win these 2 games and pray South Africa drop points. That's how far we are falling. From being African powerhouse to hoping other team sleeps. And that prayer was answered in the most strangest way. Through CAF's sanction on South Africa. And suddenly the door isn't completely shut. But make no mistake, we can't rely on miracles. We can't sit around waiting for other countries to mess up. If we truly want to be at the 2026 World Cup, then we have to take it. We need to play with the hunger and the purpose that have been missing for too long. Analysts has been screaming it for months. The tactics has to change. We need to use the wing play more, play with width, let our creativity flow. There's too much talent in this team to look this predictable. We have got pace, we have got technical players, but somehow the system feels flat. It's almost like we have forgotten who we are. The Super Eagle who used to fly at teams, not tiptoe around them. Now everything rests on these 2 games. Lesotho and Benin Republic, 6 points or nothing. We can't afford another slip, another missed chance, and another what if. Now let's talk about the squad, because Eric Chelle has named this 23-man list for these crucial qualifiers. It tells you everything about his mindset going into these last 2 games. Eric Chelle has gone ultra attacking. You can see it from the numbers: 9 forward, 4 midfielders, and that alone shows you he's coming for goals, not balance. This isn't our control cautious football anymore. This is full throttle. Win it at every cost football. The call almost our regular, which is a relief. Captain William Troost-Ekong is back to anchor the defense, bringing that leadership and calm presence. Beside him, Kevin Bassey returned, and that's massive. When Bassey is on form, he brings intensity, physicality we desperately need at the back. In midfield, it's experience over experiment. We have got Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Oyeka, and Alassane Yusuf. A solid group, but let's be honest, that's not a lot of creativity. It's a hard-working unit, yes, but who is unlocking defenses from deep? That's the question. You can see how thin the creative options are, and maybe that's why Eric Chelle loaded up the attackers. And then the attack, oh my god, it's loaded. Victor Osimhen is fit again after that minor chin injury. When Osimhen is in his rhythm, we know he's unstoppable. He's the heart of the team, the fighter, the finisher, the voice. He's joined by Ademola Lookman, Moses Simon, Samuel Chukwueze, and Tolu Arekodade, all whom can stretch defense and create chaos in transition. There's also a new wave coming through. Adams and Lo Olusegun are both making their debut. They are fearless young forward, the kind of players who just want to make a mark. It's risky, but at this point, why not? Let's go through the full list. Goalkeepers: Stanley Nwabali, Amos Obasegi, Adebayo Adelaye. Defenders: Felix Agu, Bruno Emechi, Brian Osai Samuel, Shemi Ajayi, William Troost-Ekong, Kevin Bassey, Benjamin Frederick, and in midfield Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Oyeka, Alassane Yusuf. Forwards we have Moses Simon, Ademola Lookman, Tolu Arekwadari, Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, Dara Murphy, Akwa Adam, Olusegun, and Seredesi. Zai Sanidi came in for Bright Osai Samuel, and Chris Santos replaces Seredesi. Now this selection says a lot. Eric Chelle isn't hiding, he's doubling down on attack. It's a risky gamble, but it tells us he wants to take control of these last two games instead of reacting. And with someone like Nwabali between the sticks, we have got a bit of security. He's calm, confidence, and he has in that first choice spot. The question is, can the defense hold up behind a top-heavy team? Because with 9 attackers, the transition becomes critical. But if this team clicks, we'll see the real Super Eagles again. Fast, fearless, and unforgiving. But if the structure falls apart, we'll be exposed completely. He's betting on our talent, on our firepower, to get us across the line. And in a way, that's what Nigerian football identity has always been. Chaos, energy, and bravery. Because at this stage, playing safe won't take us to the World Cup. But before we start talking about tactics and lineup, let's be honest about one thing: our form. Because if we are going to talk about making the 2026 World Cup, we have to talk about what has been holding us back. Nigerian qualifying form has been uneven, and that's the nicest way to put it. After 8 games, we have only managed 2 wins, 5 draws, and 1 loss. That's not the record of a team that wants to dominate Africa. That's the record of a team that is still trying to find itself. And the frustrating part is that almost every game has been close. Tight margins, wasted chances, and the same old feeling that we could have won that. We all still remember that 1-1 with Lesotho back in November 2023. Lesotho shocked everyone with the opener in 56 minutes before Sheyi Ajami saved us with that equalizer 11 minutes later. That game should have been a wake-up call, but instead, it turned to patterns. After that, we drew twice with Zimbabwe. Twice, both 1-1. It's become this recurring nightmare where we dominate game, score 1, and then somehow switch off and concede from nothing. Then came the June 2024 window. We drew 1-1 with South Africa, which was a disaster. But that same week, we fell apart at home and lost 2-1 to Benin Republic. And here's the thing: it's not like we have been playing completely poor. There have been flashes, moments that can remind you what this team can do when it clicks. Like the 2-0 away win in Rwanda in March 2025. Victor Osimhen scoring twice, doing what he does best, dragging us forward with his sheer willpower. Or that 1-0 win in September against Rwanda again, when Tolu Arekwadari come off the bench and scored his first international goal. But these little sparks keeps us believing. But 4 of our last 6 games either ended in draw or narrow defeats. That inconsistency is killing us. You can't qualify for the World Cup dropping points against teams you are expected to beat, and that's why this Lesotho match arrives with so much pressure. They might already be eliminated 9 points from 8 games, no mathematical chance of qualifying, but that's exactly what makes them dangerous. They have got nothing to lose, and that's always scary. Remember, they beat Zimbabwe 2-0 at home, and let's not forget they were awarded a 3-0 win over South Africa after that eligibility issue. So on paper they look out, but in reality they have shown that they can still hurt us if we take them lightly. And we have been here before. The first meeting in Uyo, 1-1. The headlines said the best: we can't be struggling with a team like Lesotho, and yet we did. And that's the mentality Eric Chelle has to fix. Not just tactics, but belief. This is where football turns psychologically. We have to stop underestimating the so-called small teams, because right now they are not afraid of us. They see the badge, they see the stars, but they also see a team that can be rattled. So this time there is no room for complacency, no time to warm into the game. We have to show from minute 1 that we are not here to joke. We are here for 6 points, and we are here to keep our World Cup dream alive. And that starts with intensity, because Lesotho might be out, and we are not, at least for now. Alright, let's talk tactics, because the Eric Chelle normally rotates around 4-4-2 and 4-2-3-1, depending on the opponent. But for me and probably most Nigerians, the 4-2-3-1 is the way to go. It gives us balance, width, and our key players in their natural role. So here is how I would line up in this must-win clash against Lesotho. Starting from the goalkeeper, Nwabali. No long talk, Nwabali starts every single time. He has been one of the few consistent names we can trust. Calm under pressure, confident with his feet, command his balls. Exactly what we need when the whole nation heartbeats depends on this game. And at right back, it's Felix Agu. Now with Olaino out injured and Bright Osai Samuel also sidelined, It's an easy call to bring in Felix Agu. Yeah, he's naturally a left back, but he's got that versatility to slot in on the right. He's quick, disciplined, and knows how to recover. Exactly the kind of fullback we need when the game might open up. Centre backs, I'll be going with Kevin Bassey and Benjamin Fredericks. This partnership is the future of Super Eagles defense. We saw a glimpse of that against Rwanda. Bassey's aggression and Frederick composure blend beautifully. Frederick especially looks so calm for his age, while Bassey brings that Premier League physicality. Together they can handle any counter-attack Lesotho throws our way. Left back, Bruno Emechi. Defensively solid, strong indoors, but let's be honest, his crossing isn't the best. Still, he's reliable, reads the game well, and he's improving. In this match, we don't need him to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. We need him to lock down that flank and provide balance when Lookman pushes forward. And he made 2 of Wilfred Ndidi and Frank Oyeka. Now this is where it gets tricky. This midfield doesn't scream creativity. It's more steel than silk. Ndidi brings the control and that trademark ball-winning energy, while Frank Oyeka adds drive and pressing intensity. They will do the dirty work, protect the defense, win second ball, and allow attacking throw ahead of them to do their thing. And the issue, the creativity. And we have said it, this team lacks that player who can unlock low block from deep. But in this setup, that responsibility shifts a bit further upfield. And in the 10, I'll be going with Alex Iwobi. And this is where Iwobi has to shine. He's the bridge between defense and attack, the creativity outlet, the playmaker, the guy to find Osimhen's run and feed Lookman in space. When Iwobi is confident and sharp, everything just flows smoother. We need that version of Iwobi, the one who controls tempo and makes everything happen. And right wing, simple, Samuel Chukwueze. He's the only recognized right winger in the squad. And when he is in the mood, he's electric. The issue is consistency, but if Chukwueze turns up, he adds unpredictability, width to that team that sometimes play too narrow. His link up with Iwobi, Osimhen could be the difference maker here. And at left wing is Ademola Lookman, the African Player of the Year. Lookman starts every single time. He's in form, full of confidence, and one of those few players who can change a game on his own. He's our chaos merchant, cut inside, create, score, repeat, and that's the guy. And up top, the main man returns, Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen back from injury, and you can already feel the difference. The energy he brings, the hunger, the pressing, it lifts everyone around him. He's not just a goal scorer, he's the emotional heartbeat of this team. If you are going to win this, he has to be at the center of it. The 4-2-3-1 gives us flexibility, defensive stability, and when we lose the ball, and width when we attack. Ndidi and Oyeka anchors the midfield. Iwobi drifts into pockets, while Chukwueze and Lookman stretches the pitch. Fullback won't bomb too high. Their job is to keep that structure tight and prevent counters. And up front, Osimhen leads the line. It's pure aggression and that high press that could suffocate Lesotho from the first whistle. But now let me give you my prediction. If we get the intensity right and stay focused, I see a 3-0 Nigerian win. And with that said, that's the video, my friends. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Iwobi.